everybody? Welcome back to the channel and the party. Ha ha! Thank you so much. Last night, while I was asleep in my pretty little head, we hit the big one with 3 zeros behind it. That is 1,000. Doesn't matter if it's metric or standard. It's 1,000 subscribers. Didn't expect it to happen in like 3 months. I really did. So each and every single one of you, thank you so much, and hats on to you. This hat has seen some things. I'm just gonna say it's been sitting on a big white stuffed bear, like a big bear. There's a lot of hair on it now. I just pulled it off because I needed some sort of gimmick for this. Anyways, yeah, we are at the 1,000 subscriber mark. So thank you everybody for the support, for subscribing, and for watching, liking, and commenting on the videos. It actually does mean a lot. I am in it just to showcase what I've got for other people to kind of get some ideas on what they, can do, what they should do, what works, what doesn't, and that sort of stuff. And just as a outside hobby to a hobby, yeah, I mean, if I cap out at 1,000, you're still going to get the same videos. It's not going to change. Basically, what you're going to get is the same stuff from day one to whenever the final video is. So hope you all stick around for that. And speaking of sticking around, I am not. Going to be leaving the house. I got to be in Nashville on Monday, so I'm probably going to leave Saturday night. It's really hard for me to leave the house with my job anymore. And being that I've been off for 3 months, it's really hard now. So, but tours got to go out. I got to make money. I got to pay for this train habit somehow. So I've got to go back out on the road now. I'm trying to get some videos together that I'm, stockpiling, and I'm running out of time to be able to work with the trains, build stuff, and run trains and that sort of stuff. So I'm really trying to figure out what I can get and then just stockpile some videos. Not too sure how long I'm going to be this time, because so far I've only got the one show that I got to take out to California and then back to Nashville. It's not a tour at this point, so I don't know what's going to happen after that, if I'm going to be able to come back home for a little while, or if I'll head out on another tour or not. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of scared about how frequently my videos will be coming out at this point, and why I'm trying to stockpile at least, a few of them. With that, I have mentioned prior on other videos that I do have a layout in my semi, and if you've watched DIY and Digital on one of his last showcases, it wasn't this last one, I think it was the one before that, he actually did showcase it on there, so you may have seen it if you've seen that video. And it is on my other channel that, I've got videos on that, but I'm hoping to be able to do some things on that as well. It's already built, so I can't show, how I built it. I could always pull videos from my other channel and post it like I did at the beginning of this channel, but I don't really want to get into that. I'm trying to come up with ideas. I've got, like I said, I've got the, obviously you can see that I got the Valance done, so I do have that video primed and ready to be sent out. It'll probably be sent out at the beginning of next week. And then I have 1 or 2 rail fanning videos, we'll call it, with the trains on here. A little thing called Rails and Ales is what this series is going to be called. So I'm going to float that idea, as I've mentioned prior in these videos, something that I was thinking about doing. I'm also kind of thinking some of these places that I go to, sometimes truck stops, they're right by train tracks, and I sit there for the day or whatever, and trains go by. Or some of the venues, there's been some trains go by. There's always train tracks around this country and in Canada, the times that I do go up there. So I'm thinking about maybe doing some rail fanning videos. I don't know how people feel about that. I know rail fanning videos do good, and I know modeling videos do good. I just don't know about a crossover channel that it still trains, but you know, I don't know. Will I lose subscribers? Will I gain subscribers? You know, I don't want to make people mad. You know what I mean? So I know that 1,000 of you are here for the models, but how far can I go with the whole train thing? We're fixing to find out, is what I'm going to say. Yeah, just kind of giving you that update. One, we hit that 1,000 subscribers. Couldn't do it without each and every single one of you 1,000 people. And that as of next week, I will be away from home, away from this layout, and not sure what kind of content I'm going to be able to bring out, or for how long I'll be able to kind of continue with the content before there might be a break. I really don't want to try to get that break in there, because then people forget about me. You know, that's just the way algorithms go. You know, if you don't keep that content out, you're not fresh on everybody's minds, then, you know, that's you know, murder for a channel. So that's why I'm trying to, you know, keep that balance. And I've learned that with my other channel, like I said, since 2006. That was pretty big in the trucking aspect of videos and in YouTube's infancy, but then I got out of it, and there was no way I was coming back with that channel. And I may have tried a couple of times, different little avenues, but that algorithm was flatlined. So I know personally, firsthand experience, how channels work, and I don't want to lose the momentum that this channel has. I think that it could turn out to be something pretty decent in the train modeling, rail fanning world. So just hang tight. I'm gonna do what I can over the next little while, and then I will at some point be back home and working on the layout. I did, in fact, yesterday sort of work on the industry. I do have some clips. Wasn't necessarily in the right mind space for it, but I did do some work. I don't know if you can tell, I put down some roof material, and then I've got the light over the doors there. I got that working, so I do have some of those clips. And obviously when I get back, I've got to work on the rest of everything over here, basically. I mean, excuse me, I've still got, you know, this section and the section behind me to do. So there's still work to be done, and there's still trains to be ridden, driven, trained. I don't know. Anyways, with that, I am going to take this ridiculous hat off because it is kind of warm in here, and this hat definitely doesn't help anything. And then I'm going to get to whatever I need to do today, which is a lot of stuff. So once again, thank you all so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Happy railroading!